So today we're going to talk about human-like AI agents that work 24/7 to land you more sales and automate your business tasks. So this is CallSync AI telephone agents that are just like a human being. And I think that's the important part because when you talk to an AI agent, it should not sound like an AI agent. It should not sound like a robot. And you shouldn't have to do press one for this, press two for that. It is really, really irksome. People hate it. Anytime I have been taken to an IVR where they tell me, listen to the messages, press one for the support and press two for sales, and listen to the menu system before you proceed, I just cut the call. I can't stand it. But with this technology, you never have to do that again. And I will show you a demo very soon. But like I told you, it can do outbound calls. So when the AI agent calls the sales, calls everyone, calls the customers, that is an outbound call. And you can have sales calls, you can have support calls, you can have reminders. And when I talk about reminders, it goes way beyond into a territory where only human agents were able to do this earlier. Think about John, who owes you money. You provided a service to them last week and they owe you money. Today is Monday, today is payday, and you don't want to pick up the call and pick up the phone and call them up because I know everybody hates even the collection and reminder calls. I hated that when I had to do that. And I wish there was a way to delegate it to someone. So you can have the AI just softly remind the person, hey, John, today is Monday. Just a soft reminder that there is a check that you need to put in the mail today, or you need to make a deposit today. If you got any questions, just let me know. But today is the day you need to pay me. You can do things like that with AI, right? You can train the bot. That's what Carlos is asking me. You can train the bot. Yes, absolutely, Carlos. You can train the bot and make it absolutely behave like a human sales agent. You can perfectly replace your telemarketer, your receptionist, whoever is manning the phone now. And of course, you don't need to worry about all the other things like holidays or leaves. The AI is at work 24 hours, which is really, really good for local businesses, for small businesses, because that means you can have better service standards, you can have better marketing standards without spending a lot more money, right? First thing, marketing calls. It can call people, tell them about, hey, this is my product and are you interested in something like this? And if the person is interested, it can note their interest and escalate the lead to the next level. It's called lead qualifying, right? So when you talk to somebody who may or may not be a prospect, may or may not be a customer, and then you're able to fine tune and discover that they are indeed a customer, then somebody can step in who's a senior person and they can then carry on the conversation and of course convert the customer. So that's what AI can do. Second, it can do appointment reminders, right? So you can have an AI call up your prospect. Hey, you have a meeting with me at 5 p.m. Just making sure that you're gonna be there. I will be there for you and looking forward to talk to you. So that means you will have better show up rates. So whether you are going to meet them face to face or they are coming to meet you or you're getting to meet them on the internet or using a meeting app, you always need to make sure that people show up, especially if it's a business involved, especially if you got sales going on. You need to make sure that you are able to convert them. That's what the appointment reminders features can do. And you can modify the appointments too. People can call up your AI and modify their appointments. And you can also do message taking. People can call up your AI, take messages. You can do sales prospecting, qualify leads. You can do phone surveys. So maybe you provided some service to someone and you wanted to make sure that your team did a great job. And this is great for local businesses. I know a lot of you are selling to local businesses, and this could be a product that you could actually sell to them. Tell them, hey, you know what? You can have a phone agent that will talk to your customers even when you're not around and make sure your business is going on and you don't have to be on phone all the time and you don't have to hire a person dedicated to phone marketing. So that's a great value proposition that you can give them. Phone service is a part of it. Customer support too. So when people call up your number, they can get customer support. They can get questions answered. Like what can I, like for example, you got a device, they can ask questions about the device and get answers, real answers processed with conversational AI that works just like human beings, not like those automated answering systems that we've been witnessing from the last 20 years. They are really, really lame, but the technology that we're going to see today is extremely good, right? We have reminders, we can do inbound calls. And I think this is something that I needed to stress right in the beginning. AI telecalling or AI agents that I'm going to show you today, you can have them making phone calls and also receiving phone calls. So your agents can do phone calls, they can call up people, and people can call them up. And of course, you can have a real human like conversation at both ends. So it works for inbound calls, it works for outbound calls, and you get a lot of voice options. You get a lot of different voice options in terms of how your AI agent should sound, right? So let's take a look at the second thing, inbound calls. So when you think about inbound calls, there can be a number of different, things for that. For example, if you got a salon, people might be calling you up and asking you, hey, do you have an appointment today? Can I make an appointment for this afternoon at 4 p.m.? And the AI can book that appointment, right? AI can book that appointment. It can put it on your calendar. And if you need any follow up, you can call them back yourself and tell them whatever you need to. But otherwise, AI can automate the entire thing. You can use it for support too. You can use it for queries too. Anything that human agents were doing earlier, you can do with AI now. That's what the technology does, right? So you can do sales and lead qualifications, call your prospects, or sell or zero in on quality leads. Absolutely. It is trainable, just like humans. Most people, most regular folks who talk to AI right now, they can tell that this is AI. Only very few people who have already understood this can actually tell that, because that is so realistic. When I saw the new technological advancements or the changes that have been already that are already there in the technological world, I was blown away myself, because the level that this takes it to is amazing. And I'll show you, I promise you. So you can have real-time voice conversations with AI, which means people can talk to the CallSync AI agents, and they can answer questions, they can ask questions and get real-time answers, just the way I am talking to you, just the way I am conversing with you. You can have real-time conversations with the CallSync AI. It can become an expert on your business in minutes. Is it trainable? Yes, you can train it on your business, and it takes very little amount of training. All you need to do is tell it a little bit about your business, and it uses the entire information set that it has, just kind of builds up that knowledge and makes it easier for you to train it and to use it. Next, it can learn from your calling script. So I was talking about calling scripts earlier. You can give it frequently asked questions and it will have the answers for you. And people who ask those questions will get the right answers, so that you know exactly how to answer the objections, so that the AI knows exactly how to answer the objections each time and make sure people receive the answers, right? And you can choose the perfect voices. We have many different voices to select from. You can choose the voice that you like, that's perfect for your business. Plus, it works on all the languages that you can pick up. So it works in English, it works in Hindi, Arabic, Bulgarian, Catalan, Chinese, all the top languages of the world. Well, it can talk in all the European languages. It can talk in French, Dutch, Hungarian, and German, any language that you pick up, right? So that's a fun thing. It can qualify and warm up customers. So you can call up people and it can ask people about whether they need a service or a product. And then based on their need, it can qualify the customer so that you can follow up. You can book appointments, you can create reminders, you can conduct surveys. So imagine this. It can call up people, ask them, hey, you took a service from us. What do you think about it? Please give us your feedback. And it can register the feedback just like a human being would. And then you can later review it. That way, you know exactly how your customers are being helped, what they think about their business. You don't need to call them up yourself. You can call up leads with custom instructions too. And that is very special, which means you can practically use it for anything. Like, sometimes I used to tell my tell my marketers, hey, could you please call up this person and tell them that we have a meeting today? Well, the AI can do that. The AI can do payment reminders. The AI can do suggestions, right? So if your work is ready, you can get it picked up today. So your product is ready, your design is ready, whatever you need to tell them, the AI can call them up and tell them, hey, your design is ready. It's ready for pickup. So whenever you're coming down next to the office, you can get it. Anything you want, the AI can call people and inform them of that fact, right? And I'm going to show you a demo very soon. Troy is asking for a demo. I'm going to show it to you. You can reach global phone numbers absolutely anywhere in the world, no matter where you are, Europe, Asia, Americas, any place in the world. You can give them a call from sitting where you are. You can even get a local number where they are, because it uses Telio for calling infrastructure, which is the best company when it comes to giving you phone numbers and giving you access. It also keeps the calls transcripts. So every call that it makes it so that you can see it and you can review what's going on in your business, and you can probably improve the calling agent, because if let's say the customer asks a question that your AI doesn't know about, just like a regular telemarketer, you can train it. Okay, this is what happened. Here is what you need to do in this circumstance. And the AI can completely keep learning. And it can also send SMS. And this is very important, guys, because here is a big question, and this is something I was thinking about. What happens on the call when people want to convert? So the AI can actually send the SMS, send the text with your link, with your message. Hey, Rob, you were interested in this service. This is where you could sign up. Here is a link to it. People can click on that link on the phone, see the web page, and sign up right away, right? Let's take a quick look at a call.
Hello, Cyril G. I am Joel. Can we talk for a minute?
Hi, Joel. Sure. What is it about? Keep an eye on the timer, guys. This is all real time.
We specialize in AI telemarketing solutions. I wanted to ask if your business is currently using AI for telemarketing. If not, I can tell you how CallSync might benefit your business.
All right. Could you just give me a brief update?
Absolutely, Cyril. CallSync is an AI telemarketing software that can handle inbound and outbound calls for businesses. It can perform tasks like sales calls, lead qualification, fixing appointments, and answering questions. Our AI makes the calls feel like you're talking to a human agent.
Can it work in multiple languages?
Yes, Cyril. CallSync can speak in multiple languages and accents.
What about Spanish?
This means it can affect... Yes, CallSync can communicate in Spanish as well. This allows you to engage with Spanish-speaking customers.
Okay, could you send me the landing page, please? Could you send me the website?
Sure, Cyril. I'll send you the link to our website. You can learn more about CallSync there. Please check https://getcallsync.in for all the details.
All right. And what about a follow-up call? Can you send me a follow-up call later, maybe tomorrow? What about a follow-up call?
I've arranged for a follow-up call for you. Our business advisor will get in touch with you tomorrow to discuss further. Thank you, Cyril.
All right. Bye-bye. Now, before we continue, I just wanted to ask you, was that amazing or what? You had the AI talking to your customers in real time. So I was fumbling, I was interrupting it in the middle, and it just continued without a beat, right? Just like a human being would. Give me a yes in the chat if you really love this call, and I will show you exactly how you can set something like that up for your own business. When you see how the software works, the kind of configuration and options it has, you will love it even more. So let's go and take a look at the rest of the demo now. Well, that was just one sample call, but you can imagine the potential of CallSync from that just one call. Yes, it can talk to your customers in any languages you want. It can do outbound and inbound both, and it's a multifunctional app that can be a total marketer or a total telephone caller for you. It can take away a lot of work from you. So to get started, you just create a campaign. I have got a couple of campaigns already. I'm going to show you the CallSync campaign that I set up. Now on the dashboard, you will see information like the call summary. You will see a little graph which shows you how many calls you sent out or you received every day. And if you got any conversions, yes, CallSync can track the conversion. So if people are interested in your offer, CallSync will track that and show it to you. You will see a summary of all the recent calls, and you can view a call just by clicking on the view button. Here you will see the details of the call, the lead name, their phone number, some other details, and below that the actual transcript of the call that shows you how the conversation went, what CallSync said, and what your lead said, so that you know exactly what to change, what to track, and how you need to adapt CallSync or modify the conversation in future. And it is incredibly easy to set up an effective campaign, and that is what I'm going to show you very quickly. So each campaign is about a business or a process that you might have. If you got clients, then each campaign can be for that particular client, even for a particular product, whatever way you want to structure it. If you are a real estate seller, it could be about a particular project that you're trying to sell. So you can divide all your calling up into campaigns. And to set up a campaign, you click on edit campaign. That's when you get started. And you need to put in a few details, basic details like the campaign name, the name of the business or the product, a little bit of the profile, put in any information you want, and you can go as detailed as you want. That's absolutely up to you. You get to choose whether the campaign is outbound or inbound. And if you want to receive the transcript by email at the end of every call, which is a great idea, because then you can keep track of the conversations on your telephone while you're on the go or wherever you are. And you don't need to be checking CallSync, and you don't need to come back and check CallSync multiple times a day. By the way, CallSync can even send an SMS to people. So if one of your customers are interested in the offer, you can send them an SMS with the landing page or whatever information you have, maybe your phone number. It's totally up to you. And yes, you can personalize the SMS with the lead's name. CallSync uses OpenAI's AI, so you get to choose which real-time engine you want to use. And we heavily recommend GPT Real-Time. It's really good. And you can also decide how many calls you want to send out to people. So if you want to send out multiple calls, maybe you couldn't reach them at a particular day and they want to be called up again, you can choose how many reattempts you want to make. Also, the gap between follow-up calls and of course the time zone that you're working in. This is very important because you want to target your leads and prospects in the time that is convenient to them, in the time zone that's convenient to them. And of course, you can put in your logo. Next screen, you get to set up the agent profile. It's very easy. You get to choose the agent name, the language they will use, the length of response. So mini response is about 20 words, and you can go up to long responses depending on the business and the use case. Choose the response length you want, and you can also choose the speech speed. How fast will your agent speak? Normal is just fine. Then we have instructions, and that's where you get to adapt the call. That's where you get to customize the call to suit the business. For example, you can start with a particular greeting, and of course you can put in your placeholder again, and you can also tell the AI how you want it to behave. So you can give it information about your business here, any follow-up information that you want, and you can also give it the personality that suits your business. Do you want it to go in depth? Do you want it to be educational? Maybe you're making a coach where people can call and get some counseling. So do you want it to be instructive? Whatever you want the agent to do, and whatever way you want it to do, that you can specify in the instructions section. Next, you get to choose the AI voices, and we have quite a few selection. These are all high quality real-time voices. Let's listen to a couple.
Hi, I'm Alloy. I'm smooth, confident, and perfect.
Hey there, I'm Ash. Chill.
Hey, I am Ballad,
Hi, I'm Coral, bright bub.
Hey, I am Cedar.
So you can choose the voice that you like just by clicking on it. It'll be highlighted. Next, you have this beautiful feature which is called response and reply. So when you are tracking the calls, let's say you see a particular question or a response from a caller, and you want to create a custom reply for that, so that next time when the AI runs into a similar question, it can just use that reply to frame its response and make sure your clients get the best possible reply. All you need to do is click on add response, and then you can specify what the user said. Let me just put that information in. So check this out. Let's say the customer asks, does CallSync have a D&D feature? And the response is already there. Yes, it does. CallSync maintains a D&D list and make sure you're compliant. You can add it. And next time when a customer asks about the D&D, CallSync will give you the response. CallSync will give your prospect the response depending on the reply that you put in. So it is like customizing CallSync to a level where you train your human agent, right? So you can train it like a human agent. Then you have calling hours. So we've got every day of the week. If you don't want to call on a certain day, let's say on Sunday or Saturday, you can just untick them, and you can choose what time you want to start calling and what time do you want to stop calling. And CallSync integrates with Twilio, so you need to put in your Twilio details. You can just put in the Twilio details over here. And for incoming calls, you need to use this incoming call URL, which is specific for your campaign. You need to copy it and paste it over in Twilio to get your calling infrastructure going. Yes, CallSync integrates with Twilio, which is the top provider for calling infrastructure, for telephone infrastructure in the world. It gives you access. They give you access to all the different country codes and all the different numbers. Maybe you want in a specific area, you can exactly get the number you want. And it also uses the Twilio API to send the SMS. So when your customers are showing an interest in your product or service and they want to receive an SMS, CallSync will use the Twilio API to send the SMS to. That's where you set it up. Now for appointments, you can connect your Google Calendar and CallSync will set up your appointments in Google Calendar automatically. So whenever people say, yeah, I want to talk on a certain date or I want to fix up an appointment, CallSync can do that and it can automatically update your Google Calendar. How cool is that? Next, we have notifications. So whenever some event happens, CallSync can notify you by email. Let's say a customer expresses interest in your business. You could be calling up maybe 20 prospects a day and one of them says, yeah, I'm interested. What can we do next? So CallSync will give them a proper reply and then mark that lead as interested and then notify you. If you want to be notified, you will get an email so that you know that you need to track it right now. There is no need to do a constant checkup. CallSync keeps you in the know. So you can set up your notifications here. Next, in the call section, you can see a list of all the calls that were performed and at the transcript, just like I showed it to you earlier. You can see what happened in the call. So this one probably ended pretty early. Right, so this is how you can keep track of the calls. You can also see your leads over here, and adding a lead is as easy as importing from a CSV. You can even export the leads to the CSV, or you can delete the leads that you want to delete, or you can add the leads manually. So again, you can put the name and phone number and add the lead. Now I'm going to show you a cool feature about the leads. Any lead that you want to work with, let's say you've got Cyril Jeet over here and you want to send him a reminder. It could be maybe the payment is due and this guy has to pay you, or you want to remind him about the promise that he will place an order today. Whatever you want to do, you just click on call and then you can set up a specific call to them. Maybe let's say you want to set up a call for 2 days later. Tell Cyril that he has a meeting with me on Monday at 11 a.m. at the Ritz, right? And you can again customize it. If you want to put up any specific responses and replies, you can do that. Now you can either choose to make that call instantly, click on call now, and this call will go instantly to Cyril, whatever lead you selected, or you can schedule it for later. So let's say you wanna remind Cyril at 9 a.m. About the meeting at 11. So you can just do that. So I think Monday is 8. Yep, that's all it takes. And now the call, it's actually 9 p.m. Yep, now the call will go to the lead that you specify at that particular time, and they will be notified of your preference. That's how easy it is to set up a custom call notifying your lead. I want to show you one more thing. By the way, we are in a particular campaign and it has the details of this particular campaign. You can choose to add this particular information to the campaign instructions that are already there, or you can just override campaign instructions, and in that case the call will not carry over any of the earlier instructions you have and just use the instructions that you put up in these boxes. So yeah, it's extremely customizable, and make sure that you are able to use it in many ways, not just as a marketer caller, but also in so many other ways. You can use it as a reminder machine, as a collection agent. You can even conduct surveys. So yeah, you can call up people, ask questions, and your responses you will get in the transcript so that you can review what your customers or what your prospects are saying. So this is one of the most flexible calling software out there. There is nothing that is as flexible. In calls, you can see all the calls that are either completed or pending, whatever is their status. You can do that. If you want to cancel any particular call, you can. By the way, I think we also discussed this earlier. CallSync also maintains a do not disturb list. You know how people get upset if they don't want to receive a particular call. You don't want to keep calling them because then they will get angry. Maybe they will make a complaint or write a bad review or just get angry at your business. You don't want that, right? So CallSync has D&D. Whenever a customer says, I don't want to be disturbed, I don't want to be called, CallSync will put their number in the D&D list, and you cannot call them till the time you delete it from the D&D list, right? So that makes sure that you don't end up irritating people. So CallSync is a complete solution that makes sure you respect the local laws. So if you're calling in a particular jurisdiction, they might have such a requirement, and CallSync makes sure that you have You have compliance with those requirements. It also has team access, so you can have your team members coming into your campaign. By the way, you can assign a particular campaign to a particular team member, and they can work with your campaigns. They can access that particular campaign and be able to monitor your calling, to set up your leads, and do anything that you want them to do. I'm sure this is going to be something that you will actively use in your business, whether you have an agency or you're running a product business. And if you decide to get it, I'm looking forward to seeing you inside. Now let's look at what CallSync AI suite has today, right? So this is the deal that I'm going to give you on this webinar is going to be the best deal that you can get on CallSync, right? There is not going to be a better deal on this. So if you want to get CallSync, today is the best time to get it because you will get the best price, you will get the best offer with the best combinations. So let's take a look and find out what you can get. So the CallSync AI suite, the first thing it has is CallSync Elite. And CallSync Elite is the basic entry-level product, which gives you access to 20,000 welcome credits. You can do 50 daily calls, and you can have up to 15 different campaigns. Let me remind you guys, each campaign can represent one business or one product or one service. So the best idea to structure CallSync is to have different campaigns, each servicing a particular kind of a product or a service, right? Then you can have one team member, which is yourself, of course. You get a lifetime license. This is also something that is time limited. I do not offer a lifetime license on my products after the sale is over. Whenever I launch a new product, today is that day, by the way, CallSync is a new launch. I will offer you a lifetime license, and later you will have to pay a subscription if you want to get the product. So today is the day you can get a lifetime license plus 1 year of free technology upgrades, right? That's included in this package, the all-inclusive package. Next, you also have the CallSync AI Professional Pro Lifetime License, which is also included in the AI in the all-inclusive deal today, which upgrades your welcome credits to 50,000. It gives you unlimited campaigns, and it gives you 200 daily calls. Actually, it's been upgraded to 500. This slide is a little bit older, but you get 500 daily calls. You get all the AI voices that we have. You get advanced real-time AI. This is real-time AI just launched by OpenAI last week. It's better than what we had earlier. Any software that you see in the market, this has got the most latest technology. So we have that as a part of the pro deal. You get a lifetime license and 2 years of free upgrades, right? The good news is I keep my products well maintained. I in fact make them better with time. So if you buy this license today, you can sell it this month, next month, the month after that, or 4 months down the line, or 1 year down the line, you will still make money. So it's the best way to recoup your investment and multiply it many times over.